going on, everybody? It's your girl, Chevy Red, and you are now logged into a special edition of Chevy's Red Corner, live and in person, right here in Fate Lounge and Restaurant. Okay, my sponsors for today. Make sure you guys check them out. And I'm here with none other than one of Cleveland's heroes, motivation, inspirations, Terrell Gausha. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I can't complain at all.
Good. Thank you so much for joining me. It is an honor to have you here. You know, you are, like I said, one of the staples coming out of Cleveland, have done so much for, you know, the city, for the sport of boxing, and motivating other fighters from coming out of Cleveland.
Yep.
So take me back. Let's go back to the early years and when you first started boxing, and what was your inspiration to get into boxing?
Yeah, like when I first started, I was 10 years old. But I always had a passion for fighting, honestly. And I used to get into a lot of fights when I was younger. So I figured, like, I might as well do it for a sport. Once I found out boxing was a sport, I was like, I'm going to just do that because I'm good at it already. So I just kind of stuck with that. And then another reason was because I like to get money, and I felt you can get, I like to get some money, so I felt like you can make an honest living doing that.
Yeah, so you was a baby kid back in the day, and you decided to hone in that power and become a boxer. Listen, I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, when you were boxing back then, and you know, at a young age, you know, how long did it take you to really, you know, be like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is, you know, I'm gonna take this serious.
At first, when I first started, I was well, I'll take you back. I lost my first 2 fights. So like I was kind of frustrated. I quit for a minute, got back into it, and I won like a long, you know, I won straight. Like I forgot the number. I don't want to lie, but I won a lot of fights back to back, and I kind of started traveling, going to different cities, states, and I felt like I was getting away from the hood. I'd be out in Kansas City, Louisiana, and stuff like that, and it felt good to be out there. So I'm like, I'm gonna stick with this. I keep winning, I could travel.
Right.
Then once I start making it to being number 1 in the country, they pay you a stipend, which is like $1,000 a month. It's a lot of money for a kid.
Listen.
So I want to keep winning, keep getting that money.
Right. Listen, that's your money. We're going back to it because that is definitely a great motivator.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you say the hood, listen, I grew up on East 116th in Dove, so I know.
Yeah.
Okay, but if again, for our new followers and the people that are watching, he is from Cleveland, the land, 216. Okay, not out in Akron, nothing like that. You can't question it. The
not
land,
the outskirts,
okay?
right?
The
Really,
land.
St. Clair. Yeah,
representing what? Ville?
Yeah, Glenville neighborhood. Graduated from Glenville High School. I've been in the Glenville community for all my life.
Yes, listen, shout out to Glenville. I think my mom is an alumni from Glenville. So going a little bit further, now we're, you know, in the amateurs, getting popular, you know, things are happening. In the sport of boxing, you know, it takes a lot of mental strongness. You have to be strong and motivated. What, other than the money, kept you motivated in the sport, keeps you, you know, mentally strong to keep fighting?
I would say like just getting in shape. You know, you want to be in shape, and just winning. I love to win. If I'm pitching quarters, whatever I'm doing, while I'm racing, I like to win. So boxing is like, to me, one of the most competitive sports.
Yes.
Because it's like no team. If you lose, it ain't basketball, football. It's one person, so you got to be accountable.
Right.
Teach you discipline. Help you to, you know, well, we can't drink, smoke. As far as even have sex before a fight, so you can be locked in. A lot of discipline. You know?
It go that deep.
It get deep, yeah.
Listen, I heard that now back in the day when, you know, when I was an athlete, and it was like, don't go out here acting crazy, and I was like, oh, but that's okay. That is a fun fact, y'all, right there. Well, okay, so the discipline, you know.
And also, not to cut you off, but the respect that you get from, you know, for fighting, at least, you get respect. And I'm big on respect, so that's another thing that kept me motivated.
Right. Now we're gonna piggyback off of that, the respect. So how important, or you know, how important is it to get the respect, not only as a fighter for beating people up, but also for, you know, who you are as a person?
Yeah, because like I think if you stay true to who you is, you can always succeed. You know, like if you kind of put on a facade or image, you always got to do that every day. You be yourself. I mean, you just, you can come up off of that.
Right. And listen, that is very important. That's one thing also that I like to preach and to tell people. Be yourself from the get-go.
Yeah.
You know, one thing with me in my interviews, a lot of people say, Chevy, what you said? Why you said that? Listen, because I'm me.
Why you saying that?
It's very important to be yourself, be
For sure.
authentic, and I feel like you said, you get more respect. People, tend to gravitate more towards you.
Because people can see it. You know, it's just real. Like people real recognize real. That's the saying. They get the vibe. So when you being fake, people just know. And then when they find out that you ain't being real, they ain't gonna like you for you. So I just start off myself out the gate.
There it is, right there. All right, so we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it moving, right? We're about to be rolling with these punches. Now I'm gonna keep it light, y'all. Y'all know I like to keep it light, but somewhere in there, I'm gonna get a little touchy. So let's go to 2012 Olympic trials. All right, take me through that experience.
So like it's different because for me, I didn't qualify like everybody else on the team. I missed all the Olympic qualifiers. Like I was whatever the case, I was out of boxing. Took like 2 years off, but I got back into it and then I missed those. They had something called the last chance qualifier, which they never did before. So I got a chance to fight in that. I had fought 6 fights, 7 days in a week, won all of them, and then got my spot on the team. So that was like the craziest way to do it. You only had one shot.
One shot. Listen, and it's important. Like Eminem said, you only got one shot. Listen,
for real.
You got to be in that moment and always be prepared.
Straight up, yeah.
Right? Okay, so now let's go to the Olympics. What was your favorite moment during that journey of actually being in the Olympics?
That's a long time ago, huh? Like it was 2012, it's 2023. But no, I remember it like it's yesterday. My favorite part was being around all the other athletes that I looked up to. You know, kind of like we seen Kobe Bryant out there, Usain Bolt, Serena Williams, everybody. Carmelo Anthony came to the fights. So just to rub shoulders with them guys and talk LeBron, talk to him. Do everything. I was impressed by that. I'm like, yeah, I'm one of them now.
Exactly. That moment right there, like you said, I'm one of them now. You belong over there and with them, And I know that has to be another motivation to just keep going and stay at that level. All right, y'all. So now I'm gonna get a little bit, a little more into it. Okay, I've been taking it easy on you. So I want to go ahead and talk about one of your harder matches, which was with Laura. So if you go ahead and kind of walk me through that. First, let's go with the energy before coming out to the ring.
I'll be honest, with that fight I was a little nervous because I never really get nervous, but that was my biggest fight for a championship. I had a lot of people come out, so I had the nerves, but I'll never be scared, but I was a little nervous, a little pressure. But I think that's one of the things. Like I got experience now. Like one of the things you learn as you're going on, and just being able to deal with it is like key. Because a lot of people good when they ain't got the lights on them.
Right. Those lights come on.
When the lights come on, it's a different story. You got to show up. So that was a part of it. I was anxious to try to get win the belt because that's a big thing for me. Bringing the belt back to the city.
Yes.
You know what I mean. So
yes. So during the fight, now looking back on it, like you said, you have more experience and everything. What would be the number one thing you would have changed during that fight?
I probably would have pressed him a little more. You know what I mean? And then stop overthinking because I'm a defense first type of fighter.
Okay.
But I would have pressed him out more.
Listen, put that pressure.
Put that pressure on. If he's still around, if we do it again, I love the opportunity. He got a belt. But I'm gonna press him out though, for sure.
Listen, Smoke. I think that was a call for Smoke.
For sure.
Listen, I would love to see that happen. Hey, somebody watching the video, your people call his people talk to your people, make it happen. Sure. All right, so on a lighter note, who are your top 3 favorite boxers? Either present, past, alive, gone. Top three.
I got top three. I say Floyd Mayweather for sure. A lot of people, but for him, it's just like he's undefeated. Plus, he started getting that money, that big money. He opened up the doors for fighters to make the money, the good. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was smart. Then Andre Ward, kind of like the similar demeanor, kind of like quiet type of, you know, God-fearing dude.
Right.
But he handled business in that ring. He rough. So him. Then we got Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray, I was able to meet Sugar Ray. He a cool dude, but like I said, he another dude that's outside the ring. He's smooth, cool, but inside the ring, he's vicious.
It's business.
You know how to turn it. Yeah, that's how I am. When I'm in there, I ain't playing.
Right.
You know what I come to do. So.
Right, because in there, you know, they trying to get you. They trying to hurt you. You know, it's like I said, that mentality got to be tough.
But you know, like it's crazy because boxers that I know, a lot of boxers, they don't walk around being tough, hard. Cause we really like that. When you really like that, you don't gotta talk about it. You don't really gotta. You know, that's what we do.
Right. That part right there, that's what we do. Okay, and over here we interviewing. Okay, but I do want to flip this on you. I'm always doing the interviewing. I'm always asking the questions. If you had the opportunity to interview one person, whether they're in boxing, music, whatever it is, if you could have an interview with one person, who would you interview and why?
I think maybe Louis Farrakhan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he an interesting dude, man. Powerful guy. He got longevity. He's been around for a long time, and he a man of God. So I would like to meet him, man. Yeah, that's probably one person I interview.
Okay, I love that. I think that would be a dope interview. So now, again, on a lighter note, y'all know your girl is out here and we working, and you know I have sponsors and everything. So I want to shout out my other sponsor for Chevy's Red Corner, 86 Clothing Line. And y'all already know the tagline, all right? They are from Cleveland. We represent Cleveland. And listen, Cleveland. So we're going to get into some more Cleveland, all right? Sure. Cleveland, only the strong survive. Make sure you guys go ahead and check them out. Go cop you a hoodie or something. But I do want to ask you a survival question. Now, take a second. We're going to paint the picture. All right, everybody. We're going to paint the picture. You are stranded on the desert island. All right?
Yeah.
And you've been there for a while now. And all of a sudden, a little boat pop up in the water.
Yeah.
A boat right there. You see it. And you have to use your last bit of strength to get to this boat to get you back home. All right? Now, picture it there. You crawling. You army crawling to the boat. You giving it everything you got.
Yeah.
What is your hype song in the back playing to get you to that boat?
I think I'll probably listen to something like Jeezy, Put On.
Oh, I like that one. Jeezy. I put on for my city. Oh, that's a perfect song too. When we're talking about Cleveland, representing again, 86 Clothing Line. Make sure you guys go and check them out. So listen, I appreciate you for coming through so much. I want to go ahead and end it on a more personal note. Okay, so as I know, you know, your father has passed away.
Yeah.
All right. And, you know, stepping up to be that male figure in your life was your coach.
Yeah.
All right. And then you also have your mom. Shout out to your mom.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Listen,
for sure.
The Rock always, right? Yeah. But if you could have one more conversation with your dad, like right now in the present as you are now, what would you say to him?
I'd probably just thank him for, you know, being the man he was, and let him know that I got it from here. You know, he gave me everything he needed to give me to you know, continue to be a man and stand on principle and business.
There it is, right there, principle and business. And tell him you're making extra money. But listen, y'all, this has been real. Thank you again so much for coming. Make sure you guys continue to support and tune into your girl show, Chevy's Red Corner. And you will be seeing me a lot more and on a bigger stage soon. So make sure you guys lock in and tune in. Would you like to say anything else? Well, you know what? One more question. As being a former Olympian, what advice, one, do you have to the fighters who just won their Olympic trial? And then also, what is the biggest difference between the Olympics and the pros?
I think my advice to be a person that just won the Olympic trials is to stay focused, because it's going to be a lot more people that know you, of course, because you're Olympian now.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a bigger target on your back, and you just got to stay disciplined. Don't let the criticism get to your heart, and don't let the compliments get to your head.
Right there. Don't let the compliments get to you. Don't get the big head. Stay humble. All right, Sit down. Be humble. So what is the biggest difference between the Olympics and the pros?
When I was in the Olympics, they didn't have they had the headgear, so now they don't have it now. So, that's a big difference for me because with the headgear, you kind of like, you can still feel a punch, but you kind of like protected, In the pros, it's different. The gloves is different, Every punch could be a knockout punch. So that's the difference, and it's going by points, and then the pros is going by the hurt business, how bad you hurt a person. If you hurt them more than they hurt you, you win a round.
Right.
So that's the difference, and then also another difference, you get paid.
Back to this money, y'all.
That's another difference. So, and that's how I think that's about it.
All right, listen. So shout out to all, especially the Cleveland people who done came out and represented.
Oh yeah, one more
Congratulations.
Thing. I gotta shout out Morel.
Yes.
She from Glenville. She just made the Olympic team. I think that's our first lady.
Yes.
That's represented the Olympics from Cleveland, Ohio. I seen her when she was young, when she first started, and now she doing it. So she had it wasn't an easy road. She did everything she had to do. Stayed the course.
Yes.
I'm proud of her, and I think people should get behind her for sure.
Oh, for sure. And girl, I'm behind you because y'all know when it comes to the ladies, we will be there. And stay tuned because y'all might see her in the Chevy's Red Corner soon.
For sure.
But again, thank you so much for coming through. I truly appreciate it. My goal with my interviews is to, give the supporters and viewers a little more in-depth to who you are as a person, as a fighter.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. Make sure you guys go and follow him. Go ahead and drop your Instagram handle.
My Instagram, everything, Terrell Gausha. Instagram, Twitter, and that's
everything. All right, Terrell Gausha on everything. Make sure you guys go follow him. And make sure you guys follow me if you haven't already right here at DJ Chevy Red Official for Chevy's Red Corner. And stay tuned because I do have some dope interviews coming up. Again, thank you, and I'm going to sign out. Y'all know how I do it. Jesus loves you. Chevy loves you. I'm out, y'all.